parents in the stands arguing with officials to a point where it's gotten personal, then you need to go sit your ass down somewhere. Excuse my mouth. You need to go sit your ass down somewhere and really think about what's important. How is it that a fourth grade basketball game can make you even argue with somebody?
Come on, man.
So I've sat in the stands and I've watched, and I think what's appalling, I think one of the things that's appalling for me is to see a lot of our mothers. Lord knows my mother was the constant in my life. I lost my dad when I was 9 years old, like yourself.
Sorry to hear about that.
And my mother couldn't have behaved like that. And if my father was alive, there was no way in hell my mother would have behaved like that, because he wouldn't have allowed it. And now I understand it's 2025, so that term.
But some of the dads too.
Well, that's why they can't control what they're supposed to control, because the father is literally, he's so consumed with his child winning that his child is really losing. So I've seen so many fathers just lose their mind at a basketball or a football competition because, okay, your kid is pretty good. I get that. What's next? And if your son's life, if your teaching is rooted in fundamental education and learning, then there's no way this basketball game could get you that emotional.
Or this one call,
or this
one segment of time in your life. Like, why is it that hard? Like, what can we teach these? Like pretty much like what you're saying. Like, what are we teaching these guys if you're arguing with the ref over a call that your son got hurt? Teach your son at the moment to overcome
how to handle every aspect of life, in most importantly adversity. Each of my sons, by the time they were in elementary, middle school, I was coaching, right? And when I would go to their games on the weekends, football games, baseball games, I never went with my coaching gear on. So the parents that didn't know me, I didn't want them to. Specifically the coaches. I didn't want them to think I was hovering over them. And I stood and I watched. And their mother sometimes would say to me, well, you need to talk to the coach. No, I ain't talking to the coach about nothing. I'm going to say hi. He's going to know who I am from a paternal perspective. He's going to know my name. He's going to understand, hey, man, coach my son however you see fit. Because he's not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to allow you to disrespect him. But really, how do you disrespect the 10 or 11-year-old? I don't know how that's possible, but, I'm a different type of dude. So I think the one thing that I watch when I go to games as my children were growing up, my daughter was in cheer, all of that. I'm watching to see how my child is receiving the coach. I'm not concerned. I'm not coaching the coach. I'm coaching my kid. And I'm not coaching you to say, go out and win the trophy. I'm coaching you to make sure you're respectful. You're coachable. And if that coach says something to you and you turn up your nose or act like that coach done got on your nerves, then we're going to have a conversation prior to us getting to the car, and everybody going to know about it.